everyone, and welcome to Heart and Hand Extra. My name's David Edgar, but I am not your host as usual this week. I'm only here to do the introduction because this week we're delighted to bring you an exclusive interview with club legend Ian Durrant. Our man Stephen Harrigan went to talk to one of his all-time heroes, and let's face it, one of all of our all-time heroes, to talk about his time as a player and as a coach at Ibrox. It's a fantastic and fascinating interview Stephen conducted, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And if you do enjoy it, then why not come to our Patreon site? It's patreon.com, patreon.com/Heart and Hand, as well as news, current events, historical shows. You'll also find a whole raft of interviews with legends such as Richard Gough, Andy Gray, Mark Walters, Craig Moore, Kevin Thompson, to name but a few. Tons and tons of interviews available, and they're a lot different to anything you would find in the mainstream media. So listen to this, enjoy. There's a couple of other top interviews dropping over the next few days over on Patreon. Why not sign up? It's just $1.99 per month. Right, that's enough of the sales pitch. It's now time to listen to Blue and White Dynamite himself. Enjoy the show, and we'll be back on Monday.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another Heart and Hand interview. Joining me today is a man who's certainly one of our own. He won 7 league titles, 3 Scottish Cups, 4 League Cups. He's a scorer of some of the most important goals in Rangers history, a man for all the big occasions, and it's even been said he could be my dad, such as a likeness. So I welcome one of Rangers' best ever players, and without doubt the best looking. He's blue, he's white, he's dynamite. It's Mr. Ian Durrant. Thank you very much for joining me.
Pleasure, thank you.
Now, John Gregg brought you to the club, but it was Jock Wallace who gave you your debut. A man whose messes are very well documented, and I suppose what stands through, see all the players that came through at that time, is their character more than their ability. Was that something that was really shaped by the environment? Was it a case of survival of the fittest?
Just your upbringing, who you brought you through now. Obviously, still refer to them as the gaffers. John Gregg gave me the opportunity as an S form. And I never get the chance to fulfil it. Now to play for Gregg, and then Big Jock gave me my chance now. And the things that they're character building, their discipline, how to be a Rangers player, how to be a Rangers man, or just a player, as I said. And now their upbringing and their introduction to Rangers was now valid to anybody. Now what they taught you at a young age now stands you in good stead for the rest of your life.
Absolutely. You had some very good coaches early on in your career as well. You had a lot of ex-players, you know, Alex Miller, who's went on to great things in the game. You had Davy Provan, you had Tommy McLean as well, another good man in his own right. How does that, what do they teach you that you carry forward? Because they're very much respected pros, but in the days they were kind of probably forced to go into coaching, weren't they, to continue on with their careers?
I don't think they were forced. I think it was a natural progression. We, Tommy, and as you say, Davy Provan, we also had a great coach in Joe Mason, who was a disciplinarian. Now Joe, it was either Joe's way or the highway. He taught you now what you had to bear. Now when we were apprentices, now we had to be there on time. If you weren't on time, now you were sent away, sent home, and now fearing the worst. But they taught you the values of being at Rangers. As I said, now I've got great respect. Now we, Tommy McLean, spent many an afternoon with myself, Derek Ferguson, Robert Flegg, Hughie Burns, Dave McFarlane. Now just teaching us now the basics. Now working on your error. Now your weaknesses, try to mirror your strengths to your weaknesses. Now over in the Albion, Davy Provan, and I said now the natural progression was in the youth. At that time, never the youth team, but we used to play youth games, but there was a lot of trialists, albeit with us the apprentices. And then the next progression was now trying to get the Joe Mason reserves team, which is now was a bit of a team at that time. Now you had the likes of Billy Davis, Andy Kennedy, Kenny Black, Kenny Lyle, Andy Bruce. Now all players now just filtering on the edge of the first team. And getting into that team was was hard enough, but it was great. Now growing up with Derek and obviously we Fleck and Hughie Burns, now with a few characters in us at that time, but it was great because now with a solid background behind us in terms of the coaching.
Absolutely, but see, you know, when you mention all the players, one thing that stands out to me, and even I suppose most of the other players around the Scottish League at that time, and even players across the city that came through, was the character. But they were all kind of, I would call you all kind of street footballers. You probably grew up in less than perfect environments, you know, not everything was lifted and laid to you. Do you think that's missing in the game now? Because the footballers we see now are completely different to the footballers that come through. They don't have that Glasgow Gallus or the wee bit of back chat about them.
They do it, but now from where we're doing interviews today, and I come from Kinnan Park, I come from Plantation. Now it was a hard upbringing, but it was an enjoyable upbringing. Now we Fleckies for Postal, Shoes for Lark Call. Dave McFarlane, he was for Cornock, and Derek was for Bellshill. But now we've got great family values now. We never had everything as a youngster. Now we had to work hard for it. But now our families made sure if we did, they provide it. And now we've got the backing of the club as well. Now they must have seen something at a younger age now for us all to go in at the same time. And now when you look back at it and you look at 5 players that were playing the first team at the time. Now from our era, and it stands in good stead. But now, as I say, going back to now the upbringing and coaching and the staff.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you made your first team debut at 16 against Morton. What was that like, and did you expect it? Did you see it coming?
That was a long time ago. I'd been in a youth tournament, and the gaffer Jock had been over. We were in Düsseldorf, and I got player of the tournament, and for some reason we were short of players at the time, so I had to play up front, and then I adapted. Then the gaffer asked me in the last game when we played I think it was the Russian national team, and through Stan Anders, through the other coach, he asked Big Jock, I started to play in the middle of the park, which he's seen something now, breaking the lines, breaking runs, and they played there, and we were fortunate enough to win 2-0, and I got the second one. So Big Jock at a younger age must have seen me, because at that time, if I'm perfectly honest, I wasn't a Jock player because I was about 7.5 stone and I had to run about the shelter to get wet. And Big Jock, like now, he liked physical players, but he's seen something as in us. And now it was great when he came in, because everybody sees the hardness in him, but he was brilliant now in terms of now what he'd done for it. Now he's seen something, I said now in the 5 of us, and now he, through no fault of his own, he was trying to build a team around about that. But again, now you know what it's like with at Rangers. Now you don't get enough time, and Rangers at that time are pursuing another manager who we'll talk about in a minute. But Big Jock must have seen something at a younger age where he said now he wanted me to play midfield, because I was more of a, when I played with Glasgow United, now outside right or centre forward. Yeah,
you spoke about that patience as well. It's important. I think we're probably in a very similar situation now where we have to be patient, maybe for slightly different reasons. But do you think that's the pathway us as a club have to go down now, just producing our own? Is that the best way for us to achieve success?
You'd love to see that now, because I always relate to now the fans like an identity with the club now. They like to bring their own through, and it was great now. Where I come from, it's no thing, but it's the proudest day of your life walking now. I used to walk to work, and now there's a spring in my step. But now there's a conveyor belt. Now I watched the under 18 final at Hampden last week, and there's a conveyor belt of players coming through just now. But they've got to prove to Steven Gerrard that they're good enough to play for Rangers, because it is a harsh environment. No quarter given, but you've got to now just now stand up and be thick-skinned and show that you're good enough.
How hard is it to play at Ibrox, especially in the early days when we're not successful? Success isn't coming that easy.
It's hard, but it's enjoyable. But if you make it hard on yourself, then you put your added pressure on you. Now you've just got to embrace it and then try and take on now. When you get your chance, now it's like anything else. Now it's not a fault. You deserve your chance. So, but as I said, now you just got to go and take it. Unfortunately, in the last few years now, we've been starved of boys coming through. But now, McCrory, now, and I look at other players now. They all go and they've got a great upbringing at Murray Park or the Hummel or Kinhowie, whatever called now. And they've got, because you see Halkett and Liam Kelly now, all graduates for Murray Park. So they go into good things. Yeah. And just it's unfortunate. But we're not seeing now 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 in the first team, which I'm now hopefully now touched by a bit of luck, they can see that happening.
Absolutely, and there's a pathway now. You scored your first goal against Celtic, something you'd make a habit of doing. It was in a 3-0 victory, and I heard it was a thunderbolt from 40 yards. There's no pictures to disprove this.
It's actually on YouTube, but you don't see the ball. It actually never hit the back of the net. But actually my first goal for Rangers was in a testimony against Chelsea for the Bradford disaster. We went down and played a Chelsea team, Kerry Dixon, David Speedy, a very good team, Mickey Hazard, and we played a friendly, and there was a penalty after about half an hour, and Big Jock told me to point over it and told me to hit it. So I just ran up and blasted it, and that was my first goal. My first official goal was at Ibrox, when there was a dispute with the BBC, and the game was cancelled. But there is a thing on YouTube, but you can't really see a lot of it, but it's a camcorder. But some of the tackles and some of the language coming out of the camcorder, I don't think you could edit it nowadays. But that was the first bit. But there was a stramash, and then I got up. I just remember Paddy Bonnet sort of scrubbed to the side, and I just got a toe poke, and I swear to God, we're over the line about that. But I wasn't caring because I was away, and that was it. And we went on. Now we're under a wee bit of pressure, and now we weren't playing really well, but we showed that day, on our day, we're more than capable. Now we ran out now 3, it could have been 5-6. Now at that day, now we're well on top. There was a bit at the back. Coop scored a great goal as usual. Now great half volley, and then Coisty and Tim McMahon are still arguing to this day who got the third goal. and Coyce said it was him, so you know what he's like.
Loudest voice always wins.
He gets involved in a move and he takes the credit for the goal because he maybe got a touch in the move.
Now, Graham Souness then comes in. What changed at the club? Because we hadn't won the league in 9 years. Was it as much a shift in mentality as anything?
Well, just been an influx of money when you're getting an England cap to an England goalkeeper. Now you're attracting the players like Trevor Francis, Ray Wilkins. Now everything, the whole attraction, the whole package with Graham Souness now. Obviously his Liverpool days and then going to Sampdoria, he just attracted now, and they get the backing of the board. Now at that time under now my previous two gaffers, now Greg and Jock, now there's a lot of money spent in the stadium. So again now under Greggy they were unlucky his first year, if you recollect now, they nearly won the treble, but they did an ageing team, and then Big Jock came in and tried to change things, obviously bringing through youth, but again there was a lack of finance, and Graham Souness got that, and with that finance you could attract them now, as I say, the calibre players that now went on that great run for us.
Now, what was it like as a young player at that time when you seen all the internationals coming through the door? Was it daunting, or was it something you and the other players relished because you got a chance to learn from it, and you probably realised that we would go on to better things?
Of course, and when we heard Graham Souness was coming now, one of his first interviews he said he wanted to play. So there was myself and Derek, we're in Magaluf, and I said, well, if he wants to play, that means one of us are not going to be playing, or one of us are going to play in a different position. So we went back, and it just now, he took to us now, he went in, he made wholesale changes. Now a lot of people left in it, as I said now, due to their age, and maybe Graham didn't fancy him, but we went in, and I was fortunate enough to hit it off him in a football, and it's not a few other things we never hit it off again, but he used to let me play and just say, just play, I'll be here, but you go and play. And I was fortunate enough, Derek played now in not his favourite position, but now at that time I'm just glad to get a jersey.
Yeah, who did you learn most from? Was it just Graham watching him or training, or did you pick up wee bits from every different player?
He barked at me every day about now where to play and what to do, and I used to play 10-15 years in front of him, and I would just hear this constant voice behind me, left, right, now this watch is coming, runners, you've got Davy Cooper, now Coisty, now great, now Terry Butcher, he was just a leader, and great respect from now with that dressing room. Now when you win, now you took on anybody in that dressing room at that time. Now you look about now later on we got Graham Roberts, Terry Butcher, Graham Souness, awesome. Yeah. And you had now the wand, Cooper.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I've been training around that time and the competitive nature of it. It's the stuff of legends. Did that prepare you training, that intensity for a Saturday? Was that the best preparation you could have?
Well, he said that if we slacked in training, then we would carry on to the game, and everything was full. Even on a Friday before the games now, we used to play the Scotland-England game, it was documented, and we went having a talk, and that was it, everything, David, and that's what he wanted it. If you slacking in training now, you're out of the team. That's what he wanted. That's the way he perceived it, and that's the way he wanted it, and so it was everything. Now there was fisticuffs, I was on the end of a right hook for the manager one day, and there was tackles now that were outrageous, but that's why he wanted it, and that's why he got it.
Absolutely. Now, the first trophy arrives in the way of the League Cup. You beat Celtic in the final, you of course score. Was that the game more than anything that signified that Rangers were back with it belong, and would we kick on from that? Was that the kind of turning point?
I put a statement down because we were under a bit of P, because as soon as we suspended, we had multiple injuries, Cammy Fraser and Terry Member just lucky to go on the park, and I think Terry Butcher was suspended as well, and no, he wasn't suspended, Terry Butcher, it was somebody else suspended, and I think Ali Dawson came in, but so we're under. But his team talk that day was just about now, this is where the club's got to be, winning finals now. It's always the first thing now. Under Grahamson was getting to his first final, so he done it with a bit of business, and that's the day we put a marker down at Celtic. Now we're coming. That's now we're back where we belong. Yeah,
of course we were going to win the league that season, and that would end the 9-year hoodoo. And then the following season, I think you play your best ever game in a Rangers jersey. Certainly in my eyes, it's a League Cup final against Aberdeen. The sight of you after the penalty shootout, which you scored the winning penalty, standing there with your hands aloft waiting for your teammates to come and get you, it's one of the iconic sights as a Rangers supporter.
You touched on it, the Gallus side of it. I said I'll take the last penalty, but I wasn't expecting the penalty to go that far, and then when it did come up, I remember Coop doing it, I goes, I'm just going to put it in the bottom corner. He goes, okay then. I just went up, and I knew going up because I was the quickest going up to the ball. I remember Trevor Francis two-stepping, but I knew Trevor would put it, but as the quick as went up and I put the ball down and the ref and it just goes, I knew what I was doing, and because I just had, that day everything just went for me, and I remember going up and I remember Jock Brown, it would be iconic if Ian Durrant, and I've seen the replay now, man of the match, and I just knew going up I was going to score it, and I was delighted. I've got that famous celebration, I'd come in and I'll jump, but great memories, a great game now, with several great games against Aberdeen at that time in terms of finals, and it was a great day.
Now, you scored a goal in that final and it came in the form of a 1-2, a guy used to clean his boots, Mr McCoy. Now, you was going to have quite a link up playing, quite a relationship. Was that something, your relationship on the park, did you work in that or did it come naturally?
It came naturally. You work at it, but I knew Coyce's movements, he'd been in and out, and I knew when he's always the wall pass he could lay it, but as soon as Coyce laid the ball off, his first intention was to get in the box as well, and I knew now if I could get him, I used to go beyond Coyce all the time now, because I knew if the ball was up and then sprayed out again, I knew what David Cooper could do with passing, so you're always taking gambles and taking risks, but now relationships are now great with Coyce now. I knew what he was doing, I think he had a fair idea what I was doing. If I go beyond, then he could drop in the hole and take balls, but good, but sometime, but you're working with Coyce, you don't expect the pass to come, if you know what I mean. If it was a similar one he would run and go, I don't think I'd have got the pass, but he's back to goal, so you've got a chance of getting his back to go. But I remember they had the throw in, Jimmy Nicol Fleck, he laid it and I played a quick 1-2, and then this was just now the defence just opened up, and that was the day now, that just catapulted me in it again. I couldn't wait, I just wanted the ball, all that thing.
Now, throughout your career, you were the master of late runs from midfield. It's something this current Rangers team has really struggled with, albeit we've got a wee bit better recently, but the thing that impressed me is you never have to really, when you watch a lot of your goals back, you're not breaking your stride at any point. Can this be coached, or is this just something that keeps naturally at you?
We used to do things now, it's an old saying, I don't know if you know it, the third man run, where one comes out in the hole and one goes in and creates the space, and big Jock now, at the time Jock used to play a bigger centre forward, so you had to go beyond in terms of getting the second ball or getting the flick up, so you're constantly on the move. And I relate back to when Big Jock, when we went up to Dusseldorf, where he put me in the middle of the park when he must have seen something when I was running forward, and it was just things now. I said now you people playing under Graham Souness, you could pass now for great. David Cooper now, as I say now, DeWand now, you could do anything with a ball. You took your gambles. My first game with Derek Johnson, who was probably the best with his head at laying a ball off I've ever seen in my life, how he cushioned headers, or he could actually get away a pass from his head if you're running through. And these are things now you work on. It never happened all the time, but you had a fair idea. You can see you've got to try and get in the build up. You'll see wee pictures where you say, well, this could maybe come here or come here, and now say 10 times you do it. Now 3 times or 4 times it might happen, and the other ones, but see the other ones you're not getting the ball. You're creating space for somebody else, and I watch football now, and it is a dying breed because they all call them a tippy tap players now. They all want touches, right? But they could play in a telephone box now, but my game is about now energy and try to burst forward and get forward.
Absolutely. Now, the League Cup was a very important competition for your Rangers team. It's basically was a springboard to success. Do you think the League Cup can be as an important competition for the current Rangers players next season?
Of course it can. It's a trophy. I know that it's not got the same values now getting into Europe, but at the end of your career, when you're looking about and there's a winner's medal, albeit now. I don't care. I watched the kids there, I watched the under 18 youth final now. They might not get a chance. You'd hope they will. They're playing a ham and beating Celtic in a cup final, so you've just got to embrace it. And you get it, you win, you treasure. And no cup, the League Cup, the Ibrox Cup, anything devalues if you're winning at the Rangers jersey.
Yeah. Does it become easier once you've won something?
No, it becomes harder because you want to replicate it all the time. And once you're in top, it's like anything else now. The team at the other side of Glasgow, we're trying to chase them. And they've got a winning formula. Rangers have got to get that. And the more you win, the more you want it. And it's like a drug. You want it, and you want it, and you want it badly. And your first one is always your important one.
Now, I'm not going to ask you about the game or any kind of situation with your knee injury. I think that's been pretty well covered and documented extensively.
Oh, it's my fault. I get the blame, it's my fault. I stuck my knee there, didn't I? It's my fault.
Yeah, well, the challenge is probably one of the worst I've ever seen. But what I do want to ask you is, see the kind of mental strength, because especially in the 80s, now knee injuries and the kind of reconstruction needs was very much in its infancy, right? You were told on several occasions that your career was over. You went to Lilleshall for 9 months. How tough, and where do you find the mental strength to overcome that? Is it very much a battle of who versus you?
I had to get away. But if it wasn't for the surgeons in America, I wouldn't have played again. Now they were doing the pioneering surgery at that time, replacing now ligaments and tendons, and if it wasn't for them, now there was a Peter Scott who'd done the first operation. Now miracle man, what he done to my knee in terms of now how he tidied it up and what he done, but there was nothing. The ligaments of my body seemed to reject it. Now I was trying to do my knee, but I went to America and it just all now tricked for air. I had to go to Lillishall to get away. Now I had to go and just break down this mental barrier. Now psychologically in my head, I could play again, because when you're told you're not going to play again, now you've got to go. So I went down there and it was like worst ever. But coldest was like Butlers compared to it. But that's what it is. But I was down there and there was people with worse injuries than me. So there's no feeling sorry for yourself. Now there's jockeys, there's gymnasts now with everything broken, and but they had to get up and get on a horse, because they've never got on a horse and everything, they never get paid. I was still under contract, so I was in a forced position, I was still getting paid. And these people, and there was people in car crash. It wasn't just for sportsmen, it was other. Now you learn to walk again, learn to do things. I could go in here now, some horror stories, and for me now, getting back, but there was another 20-30 people that never know. I don't know if you remember a boy, Paul Lake, Man City. Well, I forged a great relationship with Paul. Me and Paul, I think we broke the record. I think he was about 9.5 months, I was 9 months at Lillishall. And unfortunately he had to retire, and he had to retire at 22 for his knee injuries. Yeah. I remember driving away that day, and he said, I'll see you. I goes, I'll see you soon on the pitch. And then he broke down and he said, I don't think I'll play again.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, a young man, I'm going away now. I'm going away, I've been told that's you, you've done now you've got to go and kick on training now. So I'll leave now. In one way relieved and delighted, but in another way now very sad. Now a boy had now built a relationship, we still keep in touch now. He's been told to retire at 22.
Yeah, it must be terrible to see. It's much a battle mental as it is physically, isn't it? Just try to overcome everything.
But a lot of it was 1v1s with your coaches, and the two men that eventually be the physical Rangers, Graham Smith and Grant Downey. Now they're ex-army men, and it's now they batter you now to strengthen you now with your mind. And they'll come in a bad mood and they'll send you away in a 15-20 mile bike run because they're in a bad mood.
You want to share? No, thanks.
No, I'm fine.
Thank you.
And then you go away. Then you come back and it'd be ridiculous exercise and just basically batter you and then boost you again.
Absolutely. Now, following your recovery, you were forced to adjust your game. You adapted to kind of deeper line role. Is that something you were conscious of or very conscious of from the off, or how did you go about this?
And I was coming back, and I remember we went to Lillishall under Graham Souness. We were doing testing, the bleep test. My test and me Grant had it all was something like just under 16. When I come back, I could hardly get to 14. My sprint tests were 3 seconds down, 4 seconds down sprint test. So then I had to you have to evaluate everything now. Well, I can't do that now and I can't do that. I can still break forward, but I can't. But now I'd lost a bit of sprint and power, so I had to adjust to different things. So what I'd done at Lillishall, I just worked on my left foot for about 3 months, just constantly kicking on my left foot. So I sort of tried to mirror what I could do with my right foot, and I worked my left foot because I know now with the injury from kicking that all the time, then I'm just going to put added pressure at times. So I've got to try and alleviate that and try and put another pressure on the other one. So I just walked away and just in front of a mirror, kicking the ball in front of a mirror, just try to mirror things. And so we had the wee bounce game, the wee 5-a-side, and I just started having a range of passing left and right, just take balls. And we used to have an exercise with 2 squares, and they'd take a ball in, take a ball across, and into the square, and into the square. So every time I was hitting the square and missing the square, it was like half a mile on a bike. So to start with I missed out, so I had to go on an 8-mile bike run. Then at the end up, my last test with the exercise, it was only half a mile. I missed one out of 25 in a box. So
it's just readjusting, isn't it?
Replicate and try to mirror things.
It becomes muscle memory for you.
Yeah.
Your first goal back came at a crucial time in the league in 1991 in the run-in. It was against St Johnstone. A lovely turn and finish.
It was just in the corner.
See your celebration there, was that just a mixture of relief and joy? Because you seemed, obviously it's really happy, but was that you telling yourself, convincing yourself maybe any doubt that Lingard was gone?
No, you're always in the back of your mind. You're always self-conscious now, but that was just relief. Now, because now the night before you get told you're pregnant tomorrow, so all the families turned up again. So big family at that time, so there was now added pressure. Them all turned up, and then I was fortunate enough to score quite early, albeit against big Lindsay Hamilton. I think he let me fucking score that day, I'm telling you. And so that was it. And I remember we had a bit of a depleted team because I remember I was just off with John Spence that day, but again just everything, now emotional you go through, and now all the hard times and the good times, then your memories start coming flood back. Look, so these are game that looks.
And now Graham then would leave to rejoin Liverpool but go there as manager. Was Walter always the player choices, because we were linked with some pretty big names back then?
Oh well, the Rangers were a massive organisation then, but the natural progression was for Walter. Now how well would the gaffer do? But he came in now, he's just again, he kept the ball rolling, attracted another calibre player, a different calibre player. As soon as now attracted great players, but now when Walter coming in, you got Loud up, and now Gordon, Gascoigne and other players now. It was again a roller coaster, but again he just let us go on. It was nothing really changed. Now it was still the same intensity, all the hard training, but just still a great desire to win.
Yeah. Now, see when we won the league in 1991 with the clincher over Aberdeen, did you savour it a wee bit more because of the struggle you'd endured?
Yeah, well, I was just again, me and Coyce were on the bench, but it was again patched up again, and in normal circumstances we wouldn't be anywhere near the squad. But I was fortunate the week before we played Aberdeen, we played the last game, and it was remember the reserve League West, and it was a Sunday at Hull, and I scored a hat-trick, and I got Gaff, they must have seen, so I had a wee again springing a step in the train that week, and I remember sitting on the bench, and Tam Cowan broke his leg after 15 minutes. Now you go on, right, and jeez, well, but they just then big Mark Rowan, you think, because subconsciously you do think now you're playing against Aberdeen and then you get the injury and all that, so there's a lot of things to through, but that day everything just again come on and just enjoy that. Now we're all broken down old men at that time, but we got over the line, and again that showed us now in adversity now, but you can do now, we're just about hard work and a graft and just getting together.
Absolutely. Now, season 92-93 was probably the greatest season in my lifetime as a Rangers supporter. What made that so special, Walter? He'd kind of formed his own players, obviously he had the 3-4 rule at that time, but
it was great for us.
Yeah, you had a very good team the year before,
exactly.
But maybe just a wee bit of luck in the early stages, but that season has seemed to click, didn't it?
The biggest boost we got obviously was the introduction of the Champions League format and the 3-4, so you had a fair chance of playing again, because now you couldn't go and buy the foreigners because there's no chance now, because obviously now, as I said, so everybody come back and they're all flying on it, especially all the Scottish boys, they were buzzing, and it was just a thing now. We clicked pre-season, really good pre-season, went to Choco again, come back, and then the start of the season started, and then get into a rhythm, then we seen the draw, and there you go, fancy your chances here now, 4-team format, and it just clicked from there. Now the unbeaten one, and especially in Europe, but again playing against now the team we played against was now that's now the stuff's up there for the jersey, and just that inspired you to go and try and play it.
Yeah. Now, as you say, the games that season are legendary, but you had a lot of fixtures. You beat Leeds home and away. Now, after the first game, you beat Aberdeen in the League Cup final. After the away game, you would have a game 3 days later at Parkhead, and I think somebody you know very well tells me a story that you phoned him on the Wednesday evening after beating Leeds, and I think your boys were out celebrating. Yeah. He says he went in a huff because you had a big game with Celtic on Saturday, but on Saturday he was forced to pick up the phone and apologise to you, wasn't he?
Dave and my brothers, Matt, they were doing it at Leeds, and remember you couldn't get any tickets, so I got them tickets, and we had a wee celebration after that game in Manchester, but then as soon as the celebration was over, now everyone was focused to the Celtic game. But it's probably the best game we could have got, because I think if we'd done a lesser game we maybe struggled a wee bit, but that just got us up buzzing again, and we come back. We never done any training at all until the Saturday, and again we went to Parkhead and then got the result, got the winner, and just kicked on there, and that just kicked us on again now. The phone call, we'll keep that private.
You can pull them up next time. Now, the European games, especially in that season, seem to suit your style a wee bit more. You seem to enjoy them more. Did you never fancy trying your hand at going abroad for a move, even at that late stage in your career?
I had a chance later on, but again, I signed for Kamara, but I had a chance to go to France, but I just had a young family at the time, so it's I think when you're going to go to abroad now, it's better to go when you're about 27, 28, but now, no, it's 30, 31, when you're coming to the end of your career now. It's a big leap in terms of now everything, now upheaval, everything, but so I'd have loved it now. Who knows if I was talking before I get injured, I was talking of that, but it never materialised, so it's not something I never really frowned upon. I did have a chance later on, but I thought it was too old at that time.
Yeah. Now you played a massive part, obviously, in the 9 in a row campaign. Of course, the game that all but clinched it at Parkhead as well. How much is the pressure, but in that 8 and 9 season? Do you enjoy it, or is it just about getting over the line?
Well, nobody remembers if you lose out. Mm-hmm. It's forgotten about. So then we get to 9, and it was quite intense now, because you're at that time Celtic threw a bit of money at their team as well now, and getting Cadetti, Decani or other players and that, and so they were just making sure now they were trying to stop us at every time. And again, now we went into the game, eventually won it. Now again, it seems like a broken down record, but another depleted team now. We've lost the goalie. We get big Andy Dibble up. George Albert's playing at left back. Now the whole thing, I was playing up front. Coyce was out, Gascoigne was out. Now just a total combination. But the players that come in now, like Craig Moore and Alan McLaren, they were sturdy boys. They knew the script, they knew what to do. We got Big Mark back from QPR. Didn't last too long at the centre up, and it just added to it. But now I think I think the signing, it was totally out there. Left field, the signing of Mark Haley, and it just gave now the whole club a boost. And we went there, and probably the worst game ever, you know what I mean? But in terms of the importance of it, because I just remember it was just free kicks after free kicks, and it was like a WWF game. And I was fortunate enough to get involved and allowed up to get the final touch. But great day, and again now see your post-match celebrations, how much it meant to us.
Absolutely, it's just Big Mark's presence more than anything.
That's all it is. Yeah, it wasn't. But we only won about Mark. We won about the man that was in goals, Big Dibble. You see, in a warm-up, we've dropped everything.
Really?
Oh Jesus! Remember we were training the Friday at Jordan Hill, and the boys now were doing our customary few laps before we got to our sprints. That, and Alan Hodgkin was warming up, and all the boys were like, man, he couldn't catch a cold, right? And you could see Walter and that, so looking at each other, what we decided here. But again, he had a great couple of saves the day of the game.
He certainly did. He certainly enjoyed it. Well, he'd won the League Cup with Luton, and he performed really well. So maybe he just won for a big occasion.
He was a great boy. I think he was. I think it just when he'd been thrown into that environment and that pressure, we would have told, but he handled it well, and then he got us over the line in terms of now he did a couple of good saves. Yeah.
Now, you did have a chance to stay at Rangers under Dick Advoca. Did you ever think about it, especially when you seen the kind of specialised roles that went to Fergie and Derek McKinnock's in the European nights?
Of course, there's a time you don't want to let go of Rangers, and I mean, but I knew I wouldn't be playing, because now that Barry was coming through. Barry was a phenomenal talent. And it's this year I'd gone there and just maybe training, and McInnes, Dean Ferguson still there. I knew Van Bronckhorst was coming in, so now, but it was great. He asked me, I had the meeting, and he said, like you to stay, and I goes, listen, I've been a father figure in the reserves for about a year and a half now. I goes, I'd rather just go, and he goes, I fully appreciate that. But he did tell us, as long as you don't play against Rangers, I goes, well, I'll try my best.
Kamala, you kind of had a second wind, if you've got, I mean, your career. You ended up playing a large number of games. You got back in the Scotland squad. Was that unexpected even for you?
Totally, totally. But it was just good down there, and I was just now. When I say I loved the pressure, I loved everything about Rangers now. But I was going into an environment where I was under no pressure, and I just went down there, and we just had a new addition to our family. Sophie, and it was everything. I just enjoyed it, and now. I was quite surprised. About 7.5 years it come on the playing side and the coaching side, so it was good, but just the total enjoyment. But I took a few days after injury, and I remember a 5-1 game. Thought the scoreboard was going to blow up.
And you couldn't get rid of your old mate either.
I know, he's a pest. And then we get accused of not trying against Rangers. That brilliant. So I had to make up to him the day of my birthday. We played at Ibrox, and we beat Rangers 3-0. I was waving up at him. That was my birthday that day. We went out that night for something to eat, and we met Campbell Ogilvie. And he's still not talking to me at this time, but Maggie is. And Campbell Lovey goes and tapped me in the shoes. He goes, well played today, and he gave what that? So it was funny.
After leaving playing, you went into coaching, obviously first with Kamara, and then you went to Rangers with under 19s and reserve team. You even took charge of the first team for a game what until probably 2012 was the biggest crisis in my lifetime. What was that like going into?
That was just chaos. a lot of good people are lost now. They're that mob. It's very hard to talk about now that people have lost their jobs under that regime and what they've done to the club and what they're now. It's taken us years to recover and it affected everybody. Also my pal on us now. I thought he was now dead man walking at one point. I thought there was nothing, he was lifeless. And I said on many occasions, you need to get out of here. It's affecting your health, but he stood and he tried his best, but it wasn't good enough because we'd nothing, no control of anything, signing players or nothing, and then everything went sour, and it's a shame at the end of how it ends up like that.
Yes.
And but it was out of our control. We didn't know what was going on. There was secret meetings all over the place, and we couldn't attract players. Every time we got a player up at Murray Park, they said we couldn't sign them. So we took down a route of trying to get players to try and get through the leagues, and it ended up they weren't good enough.
Yeah, it's hard, and I think you talked about the impact it had on him. Because you listen to the radio now, he seems to be back, seems to be bubbly. But
voices like that, but honestly, we went in and just we was into a room, and then it ended up with Mary Celeste and the bits of paper got there. That's what good. They were just handing out paper and then telling people actually they're redundant.
Yeah,
and
people that worked there for a number of years.
Well, Laura Tarbert, who was the only lady to be on the 1972 playing to Barcelona. She was there 40 odd years. Told no required. And she worked under Greggy, Job Wallace, Graham Souness, Walter Smith, Dick Advocat, Coyce, and then told wee Wally to join her. Now been there. All the ground staff. Now we just relief ground staff coming in and now looking after now the Harlow Turf at Rangers.
You see the state of disrepair the place was left in.
Yeah, terrible, and then it's now a good thing around with people that care about the club and everything. It's in a slow process, but now just hopefully this year they can go and do it now where they deserve to be. Yeah.
Now you joined Steve Aitken as assistant manager at Dumbarton. During that time you brought a young player by the name of Ross McCrory on loan. Could you tell his talent then, or is it hard to judge at that age?
I made a phone call out the blue, just more hopeful again him, and we got him. And I said, well, you've got a player here, and he kept us in the division just with his enthusiasm in his legs, and I could see where he could play. And me Steve Aitken, I thought he was a bit of a bamfo at the time, but there you go. No, he said, I'm going to play McCrory in the middle of the park now. He goes, no, I've been watching him, his legs and that went up. So that day at Easter Road, which I think was the game that kept us up, he's up against McGinn. And he said, what did I do? He goes, we'll just go play against him. I goes, you've got to show him. He goes, if you sit half him, you'll dominate. If you've got to dominate him, he'll be looking for you. And the first minute, 50-50, he goes right through McGinn. And for that, the rest of the game, McGinn was looking for him because he knew then he could match him leg-wise, and he also knew he could go and break forward as well. And that was it. Now, McGinn's went on to a great thing, but that day he struggled against Big Ross McCrory. And I still believe to this day that Rangers can build a team in that position he plays. A great boy, wants to play for Rangers and wants to win things.
Do you think see when you're younger, obviously the loan spell he had was invaluable. Do you think it's just about, you played a lot of games, from your 16 to 20, is that the age you need to be playing football with men?
You need to be good enough. That's what I'm saying. When I was hurt now, I think that they make a mistake with the reserve league now. When I was playing the reserves at 16, now Derek Johnston, Colin McAdam, Gregor Stevens, now hardy professionals telling you what you do your job, and if you want to do your job now they're on top of you. Now it's they play against it's sometimes 14-year-olds that play against 16-year-olds. It's not really an environment. Now you need to be in an environment that you're going to have to go and earn your corn and now show what you can do. I think now they keep talking about development, but development's now you've got to go and play with men. Because at the end of the day, when you play in the first team, you play with men, and now now they know the script. Now they learn you learn, so you end up now good things and bad things, and how to look after yourself, and also now how to go and play.
Would you think it would be a better environment? That they talk about the Colts teams for Rangers and Celtic going down, or do you think it's more invaluable, as you say, to play on a loan spell where you've got a mix of people at different stages in their careers? Well,
loans are good, but the first and foremost about the loans, they've got to go and play. Now you see a lot of loans that don't go and play. I think the Colt teams will be great if they can get in the lower divisions, but failing that, when you look at Rangers squad, Rangers first team squad must have 26 players, 27, 28. On a Saturday, on a Friday, there used to be two went up. First team and reserves. That was the first team, and the reserve band was littered the first team players that couldn't get a game in the first team. So you either go over the floor or you try and get back in the first team, and that's what it was. We played the games at Ibrox, the first team at Pittodrie. Rangers with Ibrox, if Rangers with Ibrox, the reserves with Pittodrie. So you're playing an environment where you're playing against people who, not all of them, but some want to now get back in the first team. So you're playing in front of good crowds. I remember there used to be 3,000-4,000. All the old boys,
season ticket?
yeah, all the old boys that couldn't go to the games, so they were long there. So you get the front of the crowd, but you're playing in stadiums. Now the games are all played at academies now.
It's not teaching the right environment, is it?
It's the right environment. That's the way you go. But I don't think they're learning as quick. So, as I said, I'm playing in an environment with older pros in front, and they know now because you can hear all the shouts if they're not doing the business, and that's what it was. And as I said, under that leadership of Joe Mason, who was brought up old school, and we have to play every week and play at a certain level. And it demands our Rangers.
Absolutely. Now I promise I'll get you out of here on this one. What are you up to now? Do you ever see yourself come back into coaching?
Never say never. Just now I'm just enjoying playing golf and doing a few things. I've been back at a few games, so it's been good. It's the only thing I've ever known. You try to turn your taste to now something else you're alien to, but if the opportunity comes up and I think it's right for me, then I'll go ahead. But just now I'm just enjoying it, just enjoying life.
Yeah, well, all I've got to do is thank you very much, Ian, for this. It's been an
Thank
honour.
you, Stephen. Cheers. Thank you.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. That was an absolute pleasure. It was a really enjoyable football conversation, and Ian was very forthright and honest. So as always, if you get any comments, please, I'd love to hear from them. Just leave them in the comments section. And once again, I'd just like to thank Ian for taking the time out to do this. Thank you.
I'm sitting here with one of my first Rangers idols, and still to this day one of my favourite Rangers of all time, Mr. Ian Ferguson. How are you?
Hi David, how are you?
It's none other than Mr. Mark Haley. Welcome, Mark.
Good morning still.
Yes.
It is good morning.
Thanks very much for doing this, Nigel. Thank you very much. Appreciate this. First thing I'd really like to ask you is, going to Spain, what, if anything, did you know about Rangers?
It's quite funny story, but
Clint, I can't thank you enough for your time on this. It's been absolutely great and a pleasure to speak to you.
Thank you very much, mate. Thanks for your time and thanks for having me on.
I'd just like to thank you, Craig, for taking the time to do this and giving us so long as well and speaking so honestly.
No, like I said, no, thank you. It's been a pleasure. Been a pleasure talking to you guys.
Tony, thanks very much for doing this. Thanks for joining me.
No, it's been good. It's always nice to remember back all those years ago. And as I said, I loved my time in Glasgow.
Today I'm delighted to be joined by none other than Scott Nesbitt.
What a welcome. Thank you.
Today I'm joined by a real hero of mine and a real hero to many Rangers fans. It's none other than broadcasting and football legend Mr. Andy Gray. I thank you very much for joining us, Andy.
My pleasure.
Joining me today is a friend of the show and all-round good guy, now of course leading pundit with BT Sports and Rangers TV, Kevin Thompson. Kevin, thanks for joining us again.
Thanks, mate. Pleasure to be on as usual.
It's always good to have you on.
Today I have someone with me who played in countless classic Rangers games and literally was one of my childhood heroes. A warm welcome to Mark Walters. How are you, Mark?
Very good, thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Folks, I can't actually believe I'm saying this, but I was going to say I'm sitting here with a former captain of Rangers, but I'm going to say I'm sitting here with the former captain of Rangers, and you will know exactly who I mean. It's Mr. Richard Gough. And joining us from the podcast is Alex Staff. Richard, you were just telling us there, we were both, this will come as no surprise to all your listeners, that he looks as though he could play on Thursday. You were just telling us how you keep fit.
Well, long story that. I mean,